Hello, everybody. What's up? How's everyone doing? Ooh. Today's stream is going to be a little bit shorter, just as a heads up. It's my brother's birthday, so some plans. Probably about 3 hours. What's up, Oshik? How's it going? I don't think my chat is working. Streamer problems. A travesty. Microphone. What's wrong with the? Is my microphone okay? Or is there a problem? Um, Seems okay. The audio is bad. Hold on, let me make sure it's the right microphone.
All right. That may have been the wrong microphone. I don't know. Is it okay now? Could have possibly been my headset mic. I've been having a lot of troubles with the mixer or the interface. I think I got it worked out. I installed some new drivers, and I think we're okay, but I don't know. So hopefully, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah. Yeah, it looks like my things got reset, which is disappointing. In my chat thing, I have to log back into Twitch now. Where is it, though? I'm trying to find it. Actions, platforms. I mean, it's not... Oh yeah, you have to go to accounts. There we go. I got it. Don't even worry. It's probably because I used to have it in the zip, and now it's not in the zip, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. And then broadcaster account should be good. Almost. Alright. I'm also going to say auto connect on both of those. That's probably why it didn't work. Alright. Anyways, I think we're good to go. Charger stopped working, so you're watching on your phone? Oh, yeah. Like your laptop charger? That's too bad. Oh, man. Okay. Well. Yeah, laptop charger, that's too bad. Yeah. I haven't used my laptop in a while. I mean, I use it for school and stuff, but now that I'm done with school, I don't use it anymore. I just don't need to. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Well, last stream we were working on this challenge room, like a wave thing, and it is pretty much done. I didn't add like sounds in and stuff, so I do need to do that. But yeah. But it was delayed. Oh, that always sucks. It really sucks, like, especially the times where it's like 1-day delivery, so it gets there tomorrow, and then it gets delayed by like 5 days, and it's like, no. It's so tragic. Yeah, that's always the worst. Okay, so yeah, we have this challenge chest. Yeah, I mean, everything's working with it pretty much. I think we just need to add in some sounds, and then I think that room's pretty much good to go. So yeah, I'll probably do that. I don't know what sounds necessarily we're gonna do. We just have to start kind of mashing some things together, I think. Let's go to my good old pal, free sound. I want like a thunk. kind of like that it's like slotting in and placed down or whatever. It's been activated, right? I'm gonna turn on desktop audio. Looks like it's already pretty low, but I mean, that sounds terrible, but almost like that, basically. No. Not really like that. But like one of these will probably work. No. Book hit. That's a big book. That's a really big book. Oh. Okay. Anger. Funk. That sounds terrible. Stuff knocking over. Mixing bowl. I don't know. I don't know what sound we're gonna need for this. Maybe like a thud like that. I mean, honestly, the one that was closest was this one. Maybe just thud. Let's search for that. Rating highest first. Cinder block thuds. No. I don't know, this might be tricky. No. What I want is almost like a wooden clicking noise. I don't know how to describe it. Throwing logs. No. Like a wooden gear, you know what I mean? Maybe like a door close sound could work. Because that's kind of like what I'm thinking. Box shatter, light impact. Basically like, yeah, like a wooden thud. I wonder if those could work. No, it's too, like, loud and sudden. It needs to be more of a clicking thing. Wood, like a wood gear. It's honestly what I need. But, like, these are all gonna suck, probably. Wood door. It's too squeaky. Close wood door. No. It's like closer, I guess. But that's not what I want. Kind of like this, just like clicks. Like some kind of mechanism is activating when those orbs come down, right? Because it's like unlocking the chest as you beat the waves, so kind of makes sense. Could maybe mess around with that one. That one's stupid. No. This is leather. Rummaging through wooden toys, huh? As funny as it is, I think that might be actually what we need. And then I just want some kind of like glass sound. Not necessarily glass break, but like... No. Setting down a cup. Like a shiny orb. Glass orb. No, that's not a thing. Shine. Metal shine. No. That's kind of interesting. It's like a ringing. Maybe. Bicycle bell? That's not... I mean, that's obnoxious, but I think if we modify... Singing bowl. It's pretty crazy, but if we cut out a smaller part of the singing bowl one and mess with the pitch and stuff... Sounds... I think we can mess with these. I think we can get the wooden toys in the singing bowl. And I think we can cook something up. Oh no. As that, I forgot to sort by but this one's created common 0, okay. Dang it. We'll find another one. I mean, a bell like that wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that either. Yeah, kind of like the amethyst block, right? Where it's like the little bells, the little rings. Ambient chime. Alarm clock. That's not what we want. I guess not really ring. We want to search like chime. Right? I think that's what we want. A little chime. There's like music. What? Why did it turn into Spanish guitar? Okay. Yeah, like those garden chimes. Probably not that one. That's a song. Chime chords. Wind chimes. Kinda like that. Those are far away wind chimes. This one isn't too bad. I kind of like them being stretched out in a way. Maybe. We'll think about that one. Bell Cave. Okay, that's a song. Bong Bing Bong. Okay, that was really loud. Hurt my ears. Wind chimes. That might also work. I kind of like these wind chimes. Yeah. I think we can mess around with something. And then that would just be for when each orb goes down. For the final bit, we'll probably just have a little sound that plays and like some unlocking, you know, chest unlocking noise. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Wind chimes. Rummaging through wooden toys. So let's find like some good clicks, right? Oops. Hey, when it does that. I like that sequence. Just sounds like something's unlocking, right? And we can just cut it right there or something. The ringing isn't going to be like a very long or loud thing. It's just going to be a quick little ring. So maybe end it there. And then we will do exponential fade. Maybe. Maybe add some more bass. Mess with the pitch. On both of those, honestly. So let's go to effects. Pitch shifter. And yeah, let's just lower this a bit. Yeah, maybe kind of low. And we could also do some like mixing with a graphic EQ. I think is what we want. What's the good one? I know there's one that's like nice. It's I'm pretty sure it's an EQ. Is it the parametric equalizer? I think it might be. Yeah. Because as we play this one, we can kind of see like we don't need any of this high end. Get out of here. Yeah. I don't know if this is the sound we want or not, but we gotta do something. I think it'll work fine. It's just a little thing of like, hey, one of the orbs went down. And I think with the ambience and the music and the enemy sounds, it'll be okay. Sounds like our skateboard noise, you know? A little bit. Maybe it's because I pitch shifted it. Now that I did, the EQ, we'll just do a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we could also pitch shift this. I don't know if that's what we want to do or not. We could try it. See what it's like. Try low pitch. Really low pitch. Probably not. Whoa. Maybe low pitch, actually. Sounds more crystal-y, maybe? So, hey, Louie, what's up? Welcome in. How's it going? I'm just currently working on some audio stuff. Just messing around with things for the new room that we added in last stream. I also feel like it needs kind of like a heavier thud noise, right? That's sort of like the initial activation. Dull thud. It's pretty high pitched though, like it's not that dull. It's like metal. It's like an ambient hit thing. No. Fruit impact. No. Maybe the center blocking grass. I don't know. Let's keep looking. I'm sure there's one in here. Hit. Kind of. Actually, that's sort of what I want. I just want like a heavier thud. So let's try that. Just like this sound right here, I think. Yeah. I feel like this is too loud, probably. This just reminds me too much of a skateboard. Let's look and see if there's a different spot in here that I can use. Yeah, that's better. I think that'll work. It's just, it doesn't have to be fancy. It's just a little noise that's like, I don't know, when one of the orbs go down. I don't know why the ringing got incredibly quiet. Weird. I don't know if that's gonna stay like that or not. We'll see, I guess. See, why did it get super loud? It's like unstable. What's going on? I'm not sure what's up. Little janky. Let's just export this and try it. Challenge orb complete. Or I'll just say challenge orb activate. Okay, next sound we're gonna need is like an unlocking noise for the chest. So let's do that. It's not terrible. I mean, that's more of a doorknob, but it works. Whoa, that's loud. Not that one. Dungeon lock. That's kind of epic. I wish you didn't have the reverb, because the dungeon will already have reverb, so I don't ever add reverb to sounds. But it's not terrible. We just need like a big, heavy door unlock, you know? I don't know. This one is in, let's see which one. Nah. That one's kind of... I mean, I do like that one, but it's too echoey, so it doesn't really work. Metal gate. I mean, that's cool, but it's too bassy. Maybe. No. It's kind of harder than I thought, you know? I mean, that sound is fine. It's just not... I think if I merge these and, like, kind of cut it up a little bit, and then we just need, like, a little sound for when it's complete. I'm trying to think of, like... I don't know. Sound effects is so hard. It's so crucial, but also so hard to do for me. It is really difficult sometimes. Especially when you're trying to, like, create a sound that doesn't necessarily exist. Like, the sound of an orb dropping down into a stone pedestal and activating a mechanism to unlock a chest is not a thing. You know, so you have to, like, kind of break it up into the individual parts, I guess. But sometimes it's hard to find, like, the right kind of sound you want, though. So, it's not always that easy. That one will work. And I want, like, some... I don't know, some kind of magical wave sound. I don't know if we're going to find anything, but let's just look around. That's not that. Not that. No. No. Very loud. Like not a magic wave, but like a... warble. Probably not that one. No. Okay, that was real stupid. Trying to think here. Like something that's just like a big epic sound that plays when it's like finished, right? Just like a... almost like a bass drop. but like not really. I mean, like almost, but like not that insane. Probably not like that. I don't know, maybe. I don't know how I would make that work, though. And I think also maybe when it gets finished, it does like a big particle effect thing that comes out from the center. It's like some kind of magical something, I don't know. Not necessarily magic, but you get the idea. Maybe if we just go and then unlock, it could maybe work. I don't know. We just gotta mess around with it in here. Okay, so this is the... That's the door. And this is the... Okay. And I think just moving this in, like... would work. Yeah. And maybe if I gave it some crossfade. Let's see, probably undo that. So effects, audio transitions, crossfade, constant power. There we go. Just like a sound for the chest opening. And then this would probably fade out pretty quick. I don't know if this this sound is gonna work. We'll see. It's probably gonna be too loud and stuff. I'll make it pretty quiet. It's kind of a funny sound. I mean, it's... It could maybe work. If I mess with the EQ. I think it's just too bassy. I think I could just grab a parametric EQ and just mess around with it. So yeah, let's see here. And then this one will fade out, I guess. And just give this a tiny little fade in. Because I don't want it to sound too stupid. So let's just mess around. Maybe we cut off the very low end. Is there any spot in here that sounds interesting? You know? We cut off the very high end. Maybe no low end at all. Then it just sounds not bassy. So that doesn't really work. But yeah, like, focusing on this area more, I think, is better than, like, you know, being at the very low end. Because it sounds very, muddied. Maybe that'll work. Honestly, I wonder what it would sound like if I just copied this and then did some pitch shifting, either lower or higher, just to make it sound more epic. But I don't know. Let's see. What if it was lower? Okay, what if it was higher? What if it was like way higher? There's some weird audio stuff going on. Is that the sound I want? Maybe. I don't know. It's always hard to say because we also have to think about this in terms of the like ambient effects, because there's going to be reverb where this is happening, and so I don't want it to be too reverby. Let's just try this. I don't know. We can always change it around. It's not that big of a deal too. But we need to get something in the game so I can actually start, you know, trying things out. Yeah, let's go grab those sounds. What are they even called? Oh yeah, challenge. Here we go. I love how quick things import now. Before 4.4, like if you dragged in a sound, you'd have to wait like 20 seconds. I don't know what was up with that. Then I'm just going to add an audio stream player 2D. This is going to be on Sound Effects World. Probably a pretty big range. Then this is going to be the challenge orb activate. So then on set active, so right here, I'm going to go ahead and play it. So say that dot play. Yep. Okay. Should be good there. One thing else I noticed was that inside of this challenge chest thing, it wasn't actually showing the number of enemies for some reason in the challenge pedestal. I don't know why it's not working. Because what I said is get parent.enemies.size. So I don't know why it wouldn't work. Unless I did something stupid with the enemies list and I messed something up, because I might have. I say if it's not null or if it's valid. So that means if it's null or it's invalid, then I erase it. And that should be fine. And then on generate enemies, I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, include all enemies is that. I'm just going to say add enemy. Enemies.pushback. Yeah, so I don't know why, like, it would be... I don't know. Why the size would evaluate to 0. Unless it's because the challenge thing is doing it. I might know why. Well, it generates enemies, and then it gets the enemy size. So I think it's because the enemies are spawning in after it gets the count of the enemies. So really what I have to do actually is just say in process do it. Because otherwise it won't update. Yo, what's up, Ace? How's it going? What's going on? Okay, so I think this will work then. I think we also might need a sound for when we actually start the whole event from happening too. I don't know, we'll maybe do that. Yeah, meatball ravioli casserole again, let's go. Epic. Gonna be like a king for the next few days? Yeah. Nice, nice. It's pretty epic. Scale. Alright, we should be good to go. And then this is just gonna do when we finish the wave. Where do we actually do that? Oh, right here. Then we say audio stream player dot play. Oh yeah, and then one thing I forgot to do on the orb, I can just say that dot pitch scale is equal to randef range 0.75 to 1.25. All right. So let's just go try this out. In the rooms. Okay, yeah, we just have that one active. I don't know if this is gonna sound good at all. This might sound really stupid. We'll see. But we just need to get some kind of basis for what we want this to sound like. Let's try it out. Okay. Dungeon. And then here we are. I think some kind of ambient sound. Honestly, the same sound that we have for the chant shrine. Like that ambient sound. I just like the ominous, you know, whatever. Ambience. And we could reuse like this sound, which is the initial starting sound. That's that sound. So yeah, maybe we could do that. I don't know, let's try it. Paste both those in. So ambience, this one's just gonna be on autoplay. Yeah, that's all good. Alright. And then the success noise, I'm gonna make that kind of quiet. So when we first initially start it, we're gonna play this noise. Good out, good out, good out. Success.play, and then that's also when we say ambience.stop. So we'll see. Let's try that again. Oh man, I'm tired, guys. I went to bed at like 8 a.m., but I had to get up at 11 because we went out to lunch for my brother's birthday. But it means I didn't get any sleep. Yeah. I'll try and get sleep after stream. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I do like the ambient sound because it's just cool and ambient. Believe it or not. On my happy birthday, I will let him know. And then if we activate it, should do that initial, like... Yeah. Which I think works. And now it actually shows the correct number of enemies remaining, so that's good. I'm still gonna have to balance this. I do want to try a lot of this stuff, like... Honestly, what I want to do is give myself some different weapons and run through the dungeons and just kind of experiment, right? It's funny, the little baby slimes technically don't count as enemies because they're like, they don't get included in the enemies list because they're technically new enemies. It's a little weird, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter. I didn't really hear the sound at all because there's so much going on. So I think I probably need to increase the volume of that. I do actually like having that enemy remain count because it... Okay, I don't think it's working. We'll look into that. I should probably get rid of like the spikes and stuff generating in these rooms. Yeah, there's a lot of guys. I'm also gonna make this room bigger probably because it is a little cramped right now. So, hey, Ezekielus, what's up? How's it going? Welcome in. What's going on? Whoa. I don't know why that activated since he was still around. I don't know, there's a little bit of weirdness I'm gonna have to figure out with that, right? But I'll figure that out. Oh. I'll just have to fix the collision stuff, because I think right now they don't see this as being a collider. So I have to just fix that. It's pretty easy. Whoa. Freaking mushrooms, man. Yeah, and I think I have to adjust the health drops too. It's... Okay, well, I heard that one. So that sound was fine, I think. Maybe I could make it a little louder. I feel like those things are really quiet. I don't know what's up. Like, does this have... I mean, it's just normal volume. I probably just need to normalize it or something. So maybe I'll do that. And then the actual challenge pedestal, I mean, it all worked. So I think it's fine. Now, it didn't do the final orb, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Because on start wave, I guess, is when it does it. Yeah. And I say enemies killed that connect start wave. So I'm not sure why I didn't do it. On the final stretch to get my rhythm game working after all this rework / refactoring. Yeah. That's nice. Got the day off work today, so that I use extra time to sleep and try to get some programming done. Yeah. That is exactly what I do with my free time, is sleep and program. But yeah. It's always nice to get refactoring stuff done. It's kind of like scary and frustrating in the moment, you know, at least initially, where you're like, just having to break everything, you know? But once it's done, it's definitely nice, I gotta say. So I'm trying to think of why this didn't activate the last orb. So it's gonna run it once. It's gonna say start wave. Wave count is gonna be 1. Then you say wave count +1, so it starts at 0. So it's gonna say if it's greater than 1, which it's not. So it'll wait for it to go again. Then it's +1, and then it says if it's greater than 1, which it is, because it's 2, so it does 0. And then it does it. Yeah, I guess it's just because it just doesn't do it enough, I think. Work in my free time? That's not free time. You may be correct. Possibly, yeah. You're not completely wrong. Nice, look at all these items. New Paint.net update dropped? Yeah. Okay, so... just thinking here how I can activate that last one. Vicious people don't have free time, they have reallocated time. It's kind of true, yeah. It's also like, I don't know, when I get free time, I don't even know what to do. I just would rather work on the game and get things done, I guess. Because I rarely ever play games unless I'm playing with friends. Like, man, yeah. That's kind of true, probably. So, okay, I guess I'm confused on this, because it does, like, set the chest to be locked and stuff. Okay, let's just go double check that this does what I think. So if we start it, like, the orbs will still be red. And when we finish the first wave, that's when the first orb will go blue. Right, let's just make sure, though. See, that was weird. I don't know what's going on with the enemy stuff. So yeah, that did go blue. Yeah, I don't know what's up then. It's a little weird. I'm just gonna die so that I can reset. Alright, lost 34 Shrombles. Same, even friends are playing games, we usually just sit and watch one of them stream or work on stuff. Yeah, I totally feel that too. Yeah, I do enjoy gaming. It's too bad though, a lot of the times it's just, there's no gaming that happens. But, yeah, it's fine though. So what's up, Ryan? How's it going? So I set that to be locked false. I play the sound. And it should still do this, right? That's the thing. So it'll say... I guess it's because of this. I just had to say wave count plus equals 1. So that it still does it. Yeah. Because I think when I don't add it, then it's still in the previous one. So that's why the last one is in play. Okay. And I still have to work out some weirdness with the enemies. I don't know what it is, but it seems like it's activating the next round when there's like one enemy or something. Which is kind of odd. May have to look into that. Like, okay, there's one enemy. I kill him. Yeah, I don't even hear that sound playing. Let's listen really close. That sound isn't playing, so we're gonna take a look at that. But the final one plays, then all the orbs are good. Well, I didn't see any weird enemy stuff with that one, so I'm not sure what's up here. Let's go look at this again. So right here, orb frame 0, I say pitch scales, randef range, 0.75, 1.25, and then I say play. I mean, it's weird because I have the audio set and stuff. So I'm not sure what's going wrong. Doing decent other than possibly reverting an hour's worth of refactoring. Oh, yeah. I've had that happen before, believe me. I'll start working on something and then I realize that the way I went around it is just flawed and I have to undo everything. But that's just sort of a part of programming, I guess. I swear I don't think this sound is playing, but I don't know why. Because I say... Orb frame is 0. Oh, I'm doing it on the wrong thing. That's why. I'm just stupid. Okay, now it should work. Let's go ahead and run up another room just to make sure. Yes, start the onslaught. Okay, I definitely heard that one. Yeah, so that is working. I kind of want it to be loud because you need to hear it, like, between all the enemy attacking and stuff, so... It's sort of intentional. So this one says it has 4 enemies. Let's just count them up and make sure. Yeah, I mean, it seems okay. And then it unlocks. I don't know. Sometimes it's a little funny. Because I think when we had more enemies, it seemed like sometimes it would, like, display that we still had, like, 2 enemies to kill, and then it would just immediately go to the next round, even though there was still an enemy alive. And that was the one thing that was weird and confusing to me. Like, I don't get it. I'm gonna set this back to what I had before. I know it's insane and hectic, but... Oh god, not 116. Oops. Yeah, it's just weird. Enemies remain. I mean, I'm just listing the size of the enemies array, so it must be fine. The only thing I could think of is that the mole shroom enemies, like, somehow get dereferenced from the enemies array. I don't know how that would happen. I don't think it would. But I'm kind of confused. I don't know. Let me just turn down the audio right now. Okay, I don't know why it... Okay, there we go. So it says there's 9 enemies, right? So we kill that guy, the slime, and then that guy. See, I'm pretty sure that said 2 remaining, right? Yeah. So something's wrong. I'm not really sure what. Because it says, okay, 2 remaining. So if I go kill this one guy... So that time it was okay. But I swear sometimes it, like... See, because, like, those guys died, so they should get removed from the list. That's the only thing I can think of, is that enemies are dying to the spikes. And they don't get... But it does. You can see that when they die to these spikes, it drops the count. So I'm really not sure what's going on with that. I don't think it's the slimes. Because their death just counts whenever they go into the next, like, they break up, right? And then if I kill this guy, and then I kill this guy... See, why did it activate? He's still over here. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Because this guy's right here. So something's wrong. It's sending the signal too early. Sometimes due to problem if 2 enemies die at the same time. I don't know what it is, right? I think it's just might have to be how I'm emitting this signal for when all the enemies are dead. But it's the only thing I can think of. Because what I say is I say all of them are dead or true. And then if I is not equal to null, I don't think I should check null anymore. I think I'm just going to say if the instance is valid, otherwise erase it. And that'll make that still true. That could have been what it was. Maybe one of them was set to null, but not necessarily invalid or something, and so it didn't count and remove them from the list. Let's just see if we notice that again now. Okay, so there's 9 guys left. Let's kill them. There's 2 guys. Yeah, there's the mushroom. Okay. That round was fine. Oh. Okay, 6 remaining. I'm gonna fix that pathfinding business. 2 remaining. Okay, it still did it. I don't know what's happening. It just doesn't make any sense, because the enemy's size... It's not like it's a weird separate data structure. Like, that is what the list is. And I don't think it's enemies dying at the same time. It shouldn't matter. Because basically what's happening in here is that this process event is checking, like... Right? If there are enemies in the list, go ahead and check if all of them are dead. Right? I mean, maybe what I need to do is just say... Like this? I'll just say, like... maybe try this. If check killed. If there's still enemies, then we erase them. Otherwise, if there's no more enemies, then that means just do the stuff. Instead of having to have that variable. I mean, maybe there's something weird happening with that variable. It wouldn't make any sense, but... So I'll just say, if the instance is invalid, go ahead and erase. The only thing I could think of is that it's erasing a valid enemy in here. Right? Actually, that could be what's happening. That's probably what's happening. I think I have to say for eye and range... let's see, enemies.size -1. And then we go to -1, -1. And then we say enemies dot remove at I. I bet this is what's happening. I don't know for sure, but I think what was happening was that we would erase an enemy, but since we were doing that in a for loop, it would cause weird issues. I don't know if that's actually what's happening, but we'll try. What is this? What is this? And I'm gonna get the RPC configuration for the function appear on the doors. Process load room. Where is the appear function from? It's in the area 2D. Let's go find that. Oh, it's in the mulch room? So why does that not work? So it's saying it can't bind an RPC. That's annoying. Well, the function's right there, and it's, you know, an RPC. Maybe it thinks that the function is RPC, which is possible. I might have to, break this up into a new function, which is too bad. Just say function start appear, and then say appear.rpc, right? I've had to do this sometimes. I can't remember where else I did the RPC bind thing. But I thought it worked, so I don't know what's up with that. The method is missing. But I know that's not true. It's a little weird, though. It's calling it at the door or something? Because it's just in the mulch room, and then it appear. I don't know why that would do that. I mean, sprite.play appear. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. You know, it might not actually be an issue. I think what probably happened is because I modified a variable, then reopened the game, and so it reassigned like some code. Sometimes that happens. If you modify stuff while the game's open, it can like break things. So I'm gonna relaunch the game. Because I've never seen that issue throw in here, so I think it's that, but I don't know. Yeah, I think it wasn't an issue before the enemy stuff because I didn't actually erase enemies from the list. And I think that's why we're having issues now. But we're going to test this out. I think we should be okay, hopefully, by doing a reverse traversal through the list instead of... Because, like, the issue with doing that is, like, you know, I think you skip out on things because... Let's open up a image. Show you what I'm talking about. And, you know, it's a pretty common programming thing if you program before, but to those that don't know. So if we start at 0 and we remove the thing at 0, it now means that the thing at 1 and 2, right, have now been shifted left. Hold on, what is this saying? Yeah, I will allow. Okay. Oh, I think it's updating. God dang it. But it means that when you access the thing at 1, that's actually the thing that was at 3, and so you skip past entries in the array. And I think that's just what was happening with this. So let's try it. I'll probably start this off with a smaller enemy count. I mean, this is supposed to be really hard, you know, I'm gonna be honest. This isn't supposed to be an easy thing to run through, because you get really good loot from this. So I don't want to make it too easy. I think if I'm able to casually beat it with a decent weapon, it's probably about right, you know? But it's hard to say. Come on. I need to also work on, like, the spawning animation stuff for this. I know right now all the enemies just kind of pop into existence, which is probably not, you know, great. Yeah, this definitely is a lot of guys. I just also need to increase the area of the battle arena. I also think they aren't pathfinding. Yeah, I just need to re-update the pathfinding. Oh yeah, also, I can turn the desktop audio back up. I forgot about that. Yeah, sometimes the dead enemies do build up quite a bit in a room like this. I do have functions or like variables for corpse lifespans so that they fade out, which I could probably add maybe just specifically just for this room. Usually it's never a big deal for like the other regular rooms, but definitely for this one it's a lot going on though. Right. Shoot. Health is low. Ooh. And I want to get rid of the spikes too, because it just, I don't know, it's not really necessary in this room, I feel like. Or the obstacles that get generated. Because I think the whole idea of this is not, you're not fighting against the obstacle, it's supposed to just be a, you know, battle against the enemies, so. We did it. Okay. Yeah, I think we're getting there. So let's work on some of those fixes. So first off, in here, I think it definitely needs, let's see, special room challenge. And also, it's still the same as this one. We might change that up. Special room challenge. Yeah, so the navigation region is completely wrong. That's why it's all stupid. Okay, and I think for this I can just add this to the navigation group. And then when I bake this, it'll count it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I guess it doesn't do those ones either, which is too bad. But I could just go into here and say, or pedestal navigation, and now it should work. Yeah, so that has a better navigation region now. There's like stuff in here. I guess technically that's valid. The slimes might have trouble with that. But also I need to mess with the spawnable regions too. They're spawning, I think, on top of the pedestal thing, so it's not really supposed to happen. I think I should also move that down. It's just ever so slightly too high up. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that though. Maybe just move it down by like 16 pixels. Yeah, there, now it's in the center. And then for breakables, those are fine where they are. Spawnable is okay. I do want to make it so it doesn't spawn in obstacles. I think that's a part of the generate enemies script. Yeah, the hazards. So I kind of want to change that. Maybe make the generate obstacles a different function. Possibly. Oh, but I guess the reason why I sort of have it in this same function is so that when the enemies are spawned, it doesn't spawn obstacles in the same position. So that's definitely something. I don't know, I'm gonna have to mess around with this. I guess I could just have this coordinates be like a global thing, probably, but then I don't want to mess it up. I don't know. I'll have to figure this out. So, you started streaming recently? Nice, that's awesome. User of yours gives a weird productivity boost. Yeah, I've always found it really helped with just, you know, like what's the word? Not dedication, discipline. You know, because it's like you've got to show up for stream time. So, even though it is kind of a pain a lot of the times, if I'm being honest, it does does help me get things done. So, but yeah. I'm gonna head to the bathroom because I have a little bit of a stomach ache right now. So we're gonna open up our epic BRB screen. But I will be back. So sit tight, gamers. I apologize, but yeah. I'll be back. I'm back, gamers. My apologies. I usually don't ever leave in the middle of the stream, but my stomach was hurting, so. Alright. Anyways. Alrighty. So I think we're pretty much good to go. Yeah, the only other thing I wanted to change was the hazards, which is this stuff here, the obstacles or whatever you call it. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of how I want to do this then. Because the reason I have it in this script is so that... I think that might be what's happening. Okay, I think I understand what's happening here. So whenever we generate in a new batch of enemies, it's generating a new set of spikes, which is why there's so many spikes in this room. Right? Because every single time it's going to spawn in 3 more spikes. So I think that's sort of the issue we're running into here. Yeah. So I probably do want to break that up then. I guess I'm just gonna have to check where the spikes have been spawned. And yeah, it'll be fine. So yeah, on creation, I'm just gonna go ahead and run a new function. We're gonna say generate hazards. I don't know, hazards, or I'll just call it obstacles. Then we run enemies, and then all the other stuff. So, function generate obstacles. And I'm just gonna have a list of the coordinates of where those obstacles are, so that they don't get included, right? So yeah, what we say in here is we do erase the chord, which coordinate we picked. So that means these enemies won't spawn on top of each other. So yeah, that's good. We'll probably kind of use that same concept. Okay. So yeah, we'll just move this up into generate obstacles. Because I imagine we're going to want more control over that kind of thing anyways, right? This game looks sweet. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just going to check if... So yeah, I'm going to do all this stuff again. So if we're not on 0, then go ahead and grab all the coordinates. As long as there are coordinates to run through. Yeah, then we say pick it, and then we say chords.erase picked chord. Okay. So I'm going to have a list of up here, and this is just going to be bar obstacle locations, right? Just an array, just so that I can access those when I'm generating the frickin' enemies. Alright, let's generate obstacles. Okay, we should be good to go in here. Chords for range, picked chord, rand chord, and then erase it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say obstacle locations dot push back our picked chord. Or no, we want the random coordinate, I guess. Yeah, I'm just trying to think here if I want, like, I guess that's the one we want. So I'll push back the random coordinate. And then now down here when I'm generating the enemies, that's where I can check and make sure we are not spawning on top of a obstacle. Yeah, also I kind of want to change this because this will run until... This will basically just run 4 times, and if it fails, then it'll... I guess the reason why it wasn't an issue before is because it would just delete it from the list, so it didn't even matter. But I guess what we can do, I know what we can do. Let's just go ahead and not push back these, but I'll just push back the picked coordinate. And so then in here, when I generate the enemies, we say coordinates get used cells, include all enemies is that. If chord 0 is greater than that. Then what I'm going to say is for I and... for chord and obstacle locations, chords dot erase chord, and I'm just gonna say if chords dot has chord. So that'll delete any locations that there's already an obstacle on, so that should work. So for chord and obstacle locations, if it has the coordinate, erase the coordinate. Yeah. And then we loop through the enemies, pick a chord from the coordinates list. And that stuff's all the same. So I think we should be good to go with that then. So hey, what's up, Noel? How's it going? What's going on? And then I don't know why this one is in a separate add decoration. Get parent.add child. Yeah, we can kind of simplify some of this code. And then just say call deferred. I think that was before I knew that you could say call deferred like that. So get rid of add decoration. Now this one... I'm trying to think if that would be an issue. I think we're okay. Good, just playing some GoldenEye 007, nice. Pretty awesome. You know what? Another issue that I've actually noticed in here is that we're running this change doors RPC multiple times. Which is, yeah, kind of stupid. So I think what I'm just going to do is check after we've generated all this stuff in the enemies. I'm just going to say if enemies.size is greater than 0, go ahead and run the change doors thing. Then in here, I can get rid of this extra function. I can just say this stuff. Enemy is a required kill, or we include all the enemies. Push back the enemy. We don't say that one anymore. Check kill will be true. And then we go ahead and say add it dot call deferred. So I think that'll fix it. Well, not necessarily fix it, but yeah, it's better because we don't have to run that RPC multiple times in the same frame. That's kind of stupid. So that should be better. Because basically it's just checking if there were any enemies that spawned in, then yeah, go ahead and change the doors to be closed. So I think we're good to go. Anyways, I say props to making this so far. Tried game dev hard for about 3 weeks and burnt out. Oh yeah, it's hard. I mean, I appreciate it, but yeah, it's a lot of work. I mean, this is the, you know, over the course of over a year now of development time, right? So things really add up if you put that much time into it. And yes, it does have multiplayer support. That's actually the first thing I added into the game, because what this whole game was, honestly, was just me testing multiplayer. So that's, yeah. But yeah, multiplayer was working pretty early on. So wait, check hill. Okay, no, that's fine. Sorry, I'm just reading through this, make sure we're all good here. Generation complete, generated. Yeah, I think we're fine. Okay. But yeah, this whole game was, you know, started with multiplayer. I was just kind of messing around with multiplayer in Godot to see if it's something I could like reasonably do, right? But I just kind of kept working on the game more and more and adding in little things, and I'm like, why not just, you know, make it a real game? And yeah, that's what I did. But yeah, it's been fun though. I've really enjoyed working on Starground. After working on it for so long, sometimes it gets a little repetitive. Not that I'm not having fun, but it's just there's I don't know. You keep coming up with all these ideas in your head and you're like, oh, I'd love to go do this thing or work on this other idea, but sometimes it feels like you're just locked into having to work on this game. Which I know isn't necessarily true. It's just because I don't know. I just need to get this finished and out of early access, and then we're kind of free to move on, but... So, hey, Prop Z, welcome in. What's going on? I'm also gonna make sure I didn't call generate enemies anywhere else. I just say generate enemies on the chance shrine, which is fine. So on this one, I don't want it to... I'm going to override, so I'm going to say function, snooze the ad, on creation. And on this one, I'm just going to say generate decorations or whatever. I think. I do wonder why this one doesn't immediately spawn things in, though, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Oh yeah, also I almost forgot to put the special tag in there. Oh. Duh, that's the wrong freaking script. Special room challenge. There we go. So yeah, on creation I just say generate decorations, which is what I want to do. So we should be good to go. I am considering adding a cooldown to the corpses or a lifespan just so they don't build up so much, because it does get pretty noisy in here with all of these corpses. So maybe I could add a little bit of a cooldown just for these enemies that get spawned in here, maybe. Or maybe we just give all corpses a cooldown. I don't know. I do like being able to go back through and see the enemies that you've killed. But I don't know. It gets, like, when it gets to this point, though, it's kind of sort of a mess, right? I could probably make it so it just does it for this one. Ugh. Excuse me. But I could probably add in, like, a override corpse lifespan. I can just, do this and say, like, Always like the idea of making a single player game with multiplayer support from the start. Yeah. I haven't touched Godot's multiplayer too much but have done a decent amount with Game Maker. Yeah. Honestly, I think the Godot multiplayer is way easier than Game Maker multiplayer ever was. Absolutely. I don't know. It's just put together really well in Godot. I think it's relatively straightforward. You know, you have a spawner node and a synchronizer node. Spawner node will like sync the creation and deletion of nodes, and the synchronizer node syncs variables, right? So I can like make different things sync between the client and server. So it does a really good job, honestly. If you already have networking experience, I don't think it'd be very hard to get started with Godot networking. So I'd definitely recommend taking a look if I were you. But yeah, I've had a good time with it though. I mean, yeah, it's hard. Multiplayer is just hard because there's a million things that you have to remember. But I think though it's not that bad once you get used to it, right? So, but yeah. Trying to think of what I want to do here, because enemies. One thing with setting that value, I don't know if it's gonna sync the lifespan or the corpse lifespan. I don't think it will. Right, because in Entity I have this corpse lifespan thing here, which is 0. Which is infinite by default. But I mean, that is an export variable, but it's not a multiplayer like synchronized variable, so I can't really change that and have it sync everywhere. I don't know. I think the corpses are fine for now. I'm probably just gonna decrease the amount a little bit, at least the initial amount, just because it is a lot of guys. Let's see, where is it? Challenge, pedestal. On a hosting dedicated servers for the game. Nah, it's just, I don't want to, one of the big things with Starground has always been, I don't want to spend any money, right? I want this to be free for me forever. So I'm never going to host my own dedicated servers. The way I do it, without having to worry about port forwarding, is just through Steam, right? The game's on Steam. And it's a good way of doing multiplayer. Having all the traffic go through Steam, because they handle the port forwarding for you, and it's very convenient. I use Godot Steam for that. Godot Steam has a build of the engine with like it integrates with the multiplayer peer stuff, right? Which is really nice. I'm glad that this exists. Because it means I can use the Godot multiplayer nodes, but then also use the Steam networking at the same time. So it works really well. I haven't really had any major issues with it. Yeah, I didn't know Steam could do that. Yeah, that's one of the nice things about Steam, and like one of the, just another nice to have on top of all the other stuff, right, is that it can also do networking stuff for you. So Steam is great. I know people always complain about the 30%, cut and the $100 upfront cost, but honestly, with how many things Steam provides you, that's an extremely small price to pay. Also, we have an ad starting in a minute. My apologies. I can't snooze it any longer. And people always say like, oh, what if my game makes a bunch of money? Well, Steam actually decreases their cut the more money your game makes, right? So if you make like, I don't know the thresholds, but it's like a couple million or something, then Steam takes a smaller cut. So it's not really that big of a deal. You're going to make way more money doing it through Steam. Just because of the discovery Steam does for a game too, right? So, I don't know. I think it's a pretty good deal. Try this audio back up now a little bit. Just waiting for the ads to be over. And then we'll go test things and continue. I hate the ads so much, guys. You have no idea. "15 seconds. Kill the fish. Ace always says that I'm like aggressive or I'm evil when I play Starground. Maybe I'm evil because I created them, and so I feel like I have the right to kill them and destroy them. All right. Anyways, ads are over. My apologies. You can either go to itch or self-host, make $10, go to Steam, make a lot more. Yeah, right. Like, that's the thing, is like, yeah, sure, Steam takes 30%, but you never would have gotten that money in the first place if not for Steam. So I always I find it very interesting that people always see that as an issue. I've noticed that, like, with I've been playing Vintage Story recently, and the developers for that game are like, well, we're not going to put it on Steam because they take 30%. But they would make way more money if they just, you know, I don't know. It's, you know, this whole thing. Steam is kind of awesome, I'm not going to lie. It's not like a corrupt thing that you have to deal with. Like, Steam is actually kind of a pretty good company because it's not a publicly traded, you know, company. But yeah, I don't know. All right, let's try this out. Hopefully everything should be good now. So we start it, it begins the thing. We're gonna kill the goobers. Then every time there's 8 more. And there's... Okay, something's up with that. Now it says there's 16 enemies, which I know is wrong. Okay. Well, something's broken. That's an issue. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm not really sure why it just didn't work. Unless I messed something up in here with, like, the enemy count stuff. Because in generate enemies... Well, it's in process. Must have screwed something up. So, if check killed... Then I say if it's invalid, remove the enemy at that. I think it's because I didn't reset check killed and generate enemies. Because I think check killed. Well, I do it here, right? I say blah, 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 do all that stuff, and then push back the enemy and say check killed is true. So I'm not sure why it didn't get set properly. I guess maybe at one point, or like with the ordering of how it did it. I'm not sure how that would have happened, though. My assumption of what happened is probably that check killed was set to true. Yeah, that's probably what happened. And since this is a deferred call, I probably ran into this issue before. But also I push back enemies right there, so that's what I'm confused about, because this is just adding it as a child. The size of the array should immediately change right here, right? So that's what's a little weird about this. So then why did that get set back to false? If it's greater than 0... It's just because I said the instance is invalid? But it's not that it's been deleted from memory, so I don't think it's that. I'm not sure what's up with that. But clearly it didn't work. I can still leave the room, which is odd. Makes me think that it was okay, or that like it worked on the room, but it failed on the chest. Very weird. Let's see this. So the enemies spawn in. They go ahead and kill them all. There's 2 guys left. Kill that guy. And then I kill that guy. So the doors just opened, which doesn't make any sense. So why did the doors open? Gotta figure this out. That's what the issue was in the game. Basically, it's just saying that there's 16 enemies left, but obviously there aren't, right? And I think it's because this check killed thing is set to false. Which I guess if I think about it, I don't actually need to have that be a variable anymore. Because it's basically just whenever there's an enemy, then it does it, right? So maybe I could just get rid of the check killed variable and just do it based off of enemy size. I don't know. It's weird though. Why would that happen? I'm just trying to think why, right? Okay, because what's happening, we say generate enemies. This is what we're running. And we're doing all this stuff. We spawn in the enemies. And then we're doing this. We say enemies.pushback enemy. I mean, I guess what I could do, this is kind of stupid, but I guess I could do like a lambda function. Var, I'm just gonna test this. Where stupid is that? So this is now that function. Var create. And then I'm just gonna say create.call deferred. And then maybe, does that work? But I guess the question is, are those references, those variables gonna be, will that work? I don't know. Yeah, that's too ambiguous for me. I don't like it. I think we're just gonna have to do what we did before. There must have been a reason why I did it that way then. It's not a big deal, but yeah, hopefully this fixes our issue. Then we just say, get rid of that random X. And just pass an enemy. Okay. I mean, let's see if that fixes it. So we do that, there's 8 enemies. Now there's 3, 2. Okay, well now we get that issue again. Where it said there's 2 enemies, but there wasn't. Actually, that's a slightly different error. It's weird, right? But it is different. Okay, well let's see if I kill this guy. Okay, that one was okay. 1 left. Went to 0, and then it shows 24. It's just a little strange. Also, yeah, these guys are still just kind of walking into the center, so I need to make it so they can't actually walk in there. Okay, that one was normal. I don't know, that's what's so weird about this bug, is like, sometimes it seems to work just fine. So, it's kind of tricky to figure out what's happening. I'm just gonna have to keep messing around and see if we see it again. Okay, so we have 8 enemies left. Kill those guys. 4 left. 3 left. I think they're all mole shrooms. 1 left. So I don't know, it seemed okay this time. I don't know what's up, man, but I mean, it was fine. It opened up and stuff, so it's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm trying to think of any reason why that would happen, right? I mean, we say in here, check kill is true. I wonder if I maybe don't want to send this function call, change doors, until like the next frame or something, or I don't know. But it doesn't seem to be an issue, so I guess it's probably okay. I just don't know if sending those 2 RPCs on multiplayer, if like sometimes the two might get out of sync with each other time-wise, so that you send the one to close the door first and then the one to open. So even though the door definitely should be closed, also that's an issue. It just definitely did not close the door at all here. Oh, I know what's happening. Okay, well, I gotta fix that also. Also says there's 1 enemy. Okay, yeah, he's in the corner. So, okay, I gotta fix that. It's because now, since I'm checking the number of enemies in here. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why enemies... I don't know why it wouldn't work here, right? It's just very strange to me. Why I can't just do this and say if enemy, that stuff. So we'll come in. Is everyone having issues? Are you the person on Discord that was having issues with multiplayer crashing? I did take a look at... Yeah, I'm still trying to kind of figure out that issue, because the tricky part is I don't see anything immediately obvious. I mean, yeah, there's a couple things here saying, but it's not like anything crazy. It's just saying, well, that one's nothing. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, like, this one, it showed as a Steam error, so I don't know. It's saying there's a bad certification key. I don't know how I would even fix that, because it's like a Steam thing. So I don't think that's the issue, though, right? I don't know. That's what's so difficult about this problem. I have made a couple little tweaks to multiplayer stuff, so we're gonna see. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, make sure I don't have anything open. Okay, we're good. But I don't know. And then it just says this over and over, which is invalid packet. So I fixed this issue, which is, it could be this one, the show item indicator one, but I don't think that would crash the game. It definitely wouldn't do that. This is the weird error that I saw here, which is data tree is null, right? Or like getting the tree was null. That's the only one that I saw in here that could maybe be an issue, but it's kind of the thing of like, I don't think, I don't know why that would only happen on multiplayer and not single player then, right? I think I did fix an issue with that recently where it didn't have a tree. I don't know. I'll probably try and put up a patch today, if I get time. I've got some plans soon, but... and we can see if that fixes any issues. If not, I'll keep trying to chip away at multiplayer stuff and see if I can find another cause. But, yeah. It's always so difficult with that stuff, because it's like... I don't know. Multiplayer is really hard to troubleshoot, because... a lot of the times when people have multiplayer issues, nobody else has them. It's only with like a really specific network configuration and stuff like that. And so it's always like it's hard to figure out. Yeah. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on that. If I find anything new, I'll let you know. Be on the lookout for a patch. I should put an announcement on Discord, so hopefully that'll work. We'll see. Hopefully that'll fix your issues. I don't know. So I think I just want to say check killed false until we actually add in our enemies. I don't really want to await a frame because that's just kind of stupid to do. I mean, I guess I could call this as deferred. I can say check doors dot call deferred. I hate having all these deferred functions. I still don't know why. Oops. Why this would need to be like this, though. Because I just say enemies that push back, and then if enemy's size is greater than 0, then we're fine. Right, so it shouldn't matter. I shouldn't need this check doors function, but it seems like it doesn't work. So I'm not sure what's up with this. I'm gonna print enemies.size just to make sure that we're good here. And like adding the enemy, it shouldn't matter to do it like that. It should be okay. I don't know, it's just very weird. Let's go try this out again here. Okay, so there's 8. It is updating that I'm killing the enemies. And then I kill... Oh, I don't think I kill him. Okay, so that one worked, and then this is the one where it broke. Yeah, which it is broken again. I just don't know. So it does show that the enemy size is 16, so I know it's not like that. So setting the size of the enemies is not the issue. And it shouldn't be. Yeah. So I think we're okay with that. But I guess the question is why then doesn't it update anymore? So what must be happening is that check killed gets set back to false. Right? Or something, so that this script doesn't run anymore and it doesn't remove the enemies. But the question is, why is that happening? I'm generating the enemies. I am sure now that the enemies list is like valid and it has the, you know, the nodes in there. So I know that's working. And then right here, I'm setting check killed back to true. So that should be okay. So check killed is going to be true. I don't know, but it just immediately does it again. Now, it doesn't emit another signal, so I don't think it's running this and setting it back to false. It's just like it's not adding it. It's really weird. But honestly, the concept of this check killed variable is kind of stupid. Because it's just true whenever we have enemies in the list. So it's kind of like, I don't think we need it. Right? I think we just do this. And then we just need a variable that keeps track of when this was ran. So var like enemies empty is true. So right there, enemies empty is true. And then down here, when we generate our enemies, it's easy. We just say if size greater than 0, then enemies empty is false. And just say elif enemies is not empty. Yeah, should be fine. And then I have to get rid of all that check killed stuff. Which I think I do in a couple spots. Right there. Okay, only 2 spots. Alright, we're going to try that out. I don't know if that's the issue or not. We'll see. I also don't know if I was syncing that variable. I don't think so, because I think the door opening closing is an RPC. For that, honestly, I should just have a variable that's synced for the room that's like locked is true or false instead of like sending an RPC for the doors opening and closing. But yeah. Let's see if this does anything more. Okay. These doors are open. When I activate this, it should close the doors, which it does. Good. Should be checking when I kill these guys. Then I kill this last guy. So the doors should stay closed. So the doors open back up, but it is keeping track of the enemy kills at least. I guess it's just weird that the doors don't close again. I'm not sure what's up with that. Okay. Well, that's an issue, because now it shows 0 enemies. So that doesn't make any sense. See, this is what's so weird about this, right? I don't understand what's happening here. Because I say... if enemy size is greater than 0, enemies empty is now back to false. This is just really weird. I mean, I know it's not just immediately removing all the enemies, so it's not that. I guess I can just say enemies empty right here. If it's greater than 0. See, enemies empty is false. Then otherwise it's true right there. Instead of relying on it down in here. To happen once. I don't think that would actually do anything, but what do I know? Enemies empty. Ugh. You know, now that I have this enemy's killed signal, I should probably also connect that up to the room. Honestly. Okay. I don't know what's up with this, but I mean, this gotta work, right? And like down here, I'm gonna set the doors to close. And maybe I need to do a deferred... I don't think you can do a deferred RPC. I guess you can. Well, let's give this another try, I guess. Okay. No, that didn't work. Change doors.rpc. Oh. I mean, it should be fine. What's happening is that the enemies get killed in the first wave. Then in process, it's going to say, oh, the enemies are all killed. So, hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So it's going to emit the signal that all the enemies are dead. And then open the doors. But then down here, it's going to immediately close the doors again. So it shouldn't really matter. But it just doesn't seem to be working. Ugh, I don't know. This is why multiplayer stuff is annoying. Alright. I know this is on single player, but it's because we're using RPCs. I don't know if RPCs actually... I mean, it should just be like a regular function call on single player, so... It might not be an RPC issue, but it's hard to say. Okay, so here we are again. I click it. Doors close. 8 enemies remain. We'll go ahead and kill all the enemies. Okay, it spawns them in again. The doors did not close still. God, now they're all walking through. So I'm not sure what's up with that. And I died. Awesome. I want to make sure, though, that it still emits the signal again. So let's do that. I mean, the first one always works. So I don't know what's going on. There's 2 enemies, oh. So we're still okay. Four enemies. Yeah, just the moon shrooms. 1 enemy. Where'd he go? Get him. Okay, so the waves are working. It's just the doors are being funny. So I think that's really the last thing that we have to sort of address. I guess it's not an issue for any of the other rooms then, because... yeah. They're already set up to be working. Yeah, man, I get way too much health from these guys, don't I? You got away with it. Whoa. Let's just see if this does anything then. It should be fine. So, 1 enemy, we kill this guy. Yeah, it unlocks. Now that was weird, because did the door close on the 3rd round? I didn't pay attention to it, but I think it did. 3 blight bones. So let's go double check on that. Because that's pretty weird behavior. It might just be like a ordering thing, you know, where like the doors are open. Maybe it just doesn't like override it, right? So if the door is in the process of opening, and then I run the function, maybe that's why it doesn't work. So maybe it's not literally unlocked. Maybe it's just like a visual thing. I don't know, but that's gonna be my guess. on. Okay. Really gotta get the projectile guys out of the way. No, they didn't close, so I'm not sure what I saw. I think I'm just seeing like the flickering or something of it happen. But it's really quick, so I don't really... It's hard to really see it. Yeah, I think it's just... It is running the open animation, but it's not closing them. So, it's really weird. Well, let's check on that function then, on change doors. Maybe it's because you can't force it to restart or something, right? Because we say for door and doors, if it's not null, door open is equal to open. But that's the thing, I was able to walk through the door, so I don't think it's an animation thing. I think the door just is open. So then why? Why is it open? Because it doesn't make any sense. Right? Because the doors are open, whatever. And then right here, if not enemies empty. So if size is 0 and not enemies empty, then I say emit the signal and change them to be open. So we kill the enemies. That's going to get emitted, and it'll start opening the doors. And that stuff will happen. And then we're going to connect that signal up from the challenge room, and it says generate a new batch of enemies. So it's going to do all this stuff again. And then it's going to say, hey, our enemy count is greater than 0, so change doors back to false. So I'm assuming that it's like a weird issue with the RPC being out of sync, or like synchronizing at weird times. Yeah. So what's up, Oshik? Welcome back. Stuff's always annoying. I kind of don't like this change doors thing being an RPC anyways. I do feel like this would be nice if it was just a variable in here that gets synced, but then I do have to go through every single dungeon room, which is kind of a nightmare. I don't see any errors. I don't think it's like a weird error thing causing it. No. I'm just gonna play whenever this thing gets ran, right? Just to make sure that it is. I mean, it should be. So like, okay, right here, when I click on this, it's going to run once. Yeah. It's gonna say ha ha ha. And then when I do this again, it should show up 2 times in here. The first time is when it opens up because all the enemies are dead, and then the second time is when they close back down because the enemies are respawned. So it only ran it once, and I guess that's the issue right there. Is that it just didn't run the RPC again. So, I don't know, it's weird, but I'm assuming that there's like a weird, like, cooldown thing on an RPC. Like if one's already ongoing, then another one just kind of fails to do it. It's really weird. I've heard about the game Numby's Number Factory. I have not. Let me look it up. Numby's Number Factory. This looks kind of awesome. You work in a number factory. Numby Mart. Yeah, that's pretty epic. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's a roguelite. Yeah, Plinkle roguelike. It's pretty cool. Maybe some kind of short countdown you could use. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Or I just change how that RPC works at all, right? Like, maybe just make it better. I mean, I don't know, it's just weird, man. Generate enemies is in here. I don't think I've ever had that issue happen with an RPC before, though. As far as I know of. Because it'll run this one up here, and I'm not crazy. It'll emit the signal. Maybe it's because, I don't know if this is the case, but maybe the signal needs to be emitted after these two things get called. Because maybe what's happening is it emits the signal, doors close, and then doors open with the final line. Maybe. Let's see if it does anything. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be surprised if... Oh, that thing's happening again. We have to restart the game. But I don't know, this would be weird. Okay. Let's see if this does anything. So the first one should close normal. And let's kill the guys. And then when we kill this guy, they should stay closed. Oh. I think it was an ordering thing then of just... I guess what happens is because the door, or at least on the server, the RPC happens on the same frame, so the order in which you have those lines in the code do matter then. I guess I never thought about that, but a signal will happen in the same frame that it's called, right? So makes sense then, I guess. At the end of the day, once again, it is my own fault. Alright. Well, at least things are working now. Final wave, here we go, guys. I need to fix the pathfinding business right there. And then, yeah, we should be good to go. Alright. Well, I think we're good. I don't think there's any other issues then with this. It's just weird, funny quirks, you know? Cool. Alright. Yeah, just an order of operations thing then, yeah. I guess it's always important to remember that the signals will call in the exact frame that they're emitted, right? So it's not like it'll run the stuff and then emit the signal. Like, if you emit the signal and anything is connected, it does it right on that line of code. It doesn't wait, so... It's kind of one thing that's actually really good about signals, if we're being honest. I think that's why signals can be great, because there's no, like, delay with them. You can just immediately do it. It's performant. And just useful. Alright. And then all this stuff should be in the dungeon group. Well, it's a child of the room, so it gets deleted, yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah, I guess this room's done then. I mean, it works. It does what we want. Cool. Yeah, I think this will be a nice way for people to grab artifacts earlier on. Because this is like just basically drops artifacts and gun parts, so it's kind of useful in that sense. I want to go kill the boss, just because I feel like it. Alright. And yeah, it does seem like maybe enemies drop a little bit too much health. I don't know. It felt like doing this challenge rooms, like, I probably should have died, but it's just, there's just so much health on the ground, I immediately healed back up. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that, see if I can, I guess probably just lower the drop rate a little bit, but... Oh yeah, also, so if I go ahead and do it down here, yeah, it spawns into these guys. Alright. Some other things I wanted to do was decrease the scale of these guys' poison clouds now. Because they are kind of big and last forever. Oh, he died in the poison? That's kind of funny, actually. Oh, he's still being poisoned. Yeah, I could see these waves becoming pretty difficult. Just with all the poison around, you know? This would definitely be like a good time to have a poison resist potion. Oh, game lag. Okay. Alright. I don't know, what do we want to work on next then? I guess, something. Yeah, it spawns a lot of guys in, huh? Maybe chest spawns effects around? Oh, I died. Affects what? Like the player or the enemies? See, what is this issue? Is inside tree. I don't know what node this is for. I wish I knew. RPCP. Error unconfigured. The only thing I could think of for that is that there was a variable that I synchronized. I sometimes wish that these things would actually leave more feedback. It's still happening, so... where is it coming from? It's from one of these nodes. I don't know what, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, like, yeah, poison and fireballs. Could do that, yeah, just as a little extra obstacle. I'll write that down, see if I want to do something like that. Challenge pedestal spawns and projectiles. Okay. Oh man, I am freaking tired. Alright. Well, what's next on the chopping block? I guess that's... I'll leave that there. How we have it now is fine. I just have to keep in mind the order of operations with the RPCs. Oh. So, it's not a big deal. We did the sounds for those finally. I kind of want to work on some artifacts and stuff. I think it'd be fun. I do want to do a gas mask one. I know it wouldn't necessarily display on the player. It would be cool, Maybe once we get like the hat system like kind of actually set up. Or for now, it could just be an item. But I would love a gas mask one that gives you invulnerability to poison. Just because I think it would be a good idea. Especially like if you're going into the deep zone, you know, you probably want that artifact. Ew. Alias to rendering? What do you take me for? Okay. Let's see. Gas mask. There's a head, right? Maybe I have to be more vertical looking. Let's see. Just trying to think how I want this to look. This is the general shape. This isn't actually going to be the shape of it. So gas masks have like the filters on the side, which are just going to be like that. And so since you're looking at it from this angle, you're going to see this one's more prominent, I think, with like the eyes. Then a little bit of the eye over there. Something like that, kind of. Is a little iffy right now, but... looks like a mouse. I find programming or pixel art easier when I'm tired. Definitely pixel art, just because I don't have to think that hard. With programming, it's like a lot of mental effort, right? A lot of like thinking that I have to do. Luckily with pixel art, it's just sort of like, okay, here's a thing that I'm gonna draw and just like do it. You know, I don't have to like strain myself too hard. I know that this gas mask looks stupid and terrible right now, but I'm working on it. Just trying to think of like the design I kind of want to go with. I think I'll do like a leather one instead of it just being black, probably. But I don't actually know. I'm trying to think of like how gas masks are like. Because they have like the little center rebreather thing in the center. So they need like this thing. I don't know if I want to maybe make the eyes bigger, possibly. Maybe. And I don't know if the filter would have that in the center necessarily. Okay, I think one of the issues we need to fix here is that they look too part of the same thing right here. I think this little front nozzle thing can be like this. And maybe I go up to the next color, sort of like that. More tired you are, the easier it is to program until the next day. Then you, yeah, see how bad the code is. That's absolutely true. I agree. Yeah, it seems easy in the moment until you actually realize what you've done. I don't know. I think this gas mask looks terrible, guys. Wonder how I can make it look better. I mean, there's other styles of gas mask also. Maybe it's just sort of the perspective I have going on here. Probably. How can I make this look right? I mean, I could try a straight-on view, which would definitely be easier with the perspective. I don't know if it would look as interesting, though. But we could see. You know. Yeah, bigger filters. That looks stupid. I don't know why I look so stupid right now. Did I make the head wider? I feel like it needs to be like that, but then it's not the right size, because then I can't do this is the issue. I mean, I guess I could do like that, but that looks terrible. I don't know why this is so hard right now. Yeah, this sprite is terrible. I guess I could technically do an odd size sprite. I don't know if I've ever done one before. I don't know if it'll cause issues with the game. But hey, what better time to find out, right? Okay. I don't know. I'm probably gonna go back later and work on this more. I think this sprite sucks. Excuse me. Maybe the eyes should be gray. Thank you, thank you. I don't know why it looks so bad and stupid. I'm trying to think of, like, what's wrong with it. I don't know, does the mouth bit need to move up? No. I mean, maybe, but not really. I think it is just the eyes are too small, probably. And then get rid of those pixels up there. That's better. Still a little funny. Maybe now that that's up there, I can move this up. It's not terrible, I guess. Let me try outlining. See where we're at after that. Okay, definitely needs some work here. That can be like that. It also looks weird. I think the filters could be expanded and just moved down. Any game ideas, huh? I don't know. I've been, dealing with trying to come up with ideas myself, you know? I also do need to start thinking of game ideas. I think I'm gonna do the, Dare to Jam, you know? And so I've been trying to come up with, like, not necessarily ideas, obviously, because I don't know the theme, but, like, theorizing about ideas for each different theme. I don't know. God, this gas mask sucks, dude. I mean, it's not absolutely terrible, but it's not that good. Maybe it has, like, eyes, because it's, like, glass. So maybe it's just like that. But I feel like it looks a little goofy. He's kind of bug-eyed, you know? But I guess they do just look like that, so I don't know. I mean, this isn't terrible. I'll go ahead and save it now. I'm probably going to go back and change it, though. In the game ideas as well. Just finish a puzzle game, which I did in a week. Oh, yeah. Nice. I'm playing around with a racing game. I would love to do a racing game. Oh, man. So many games I want to make, dude. I would love to just spend some time just making wacky little games, you know, instead of like trying to make this big Starground game. Stupid Starground game. But I should just do an idle game for fun. Yeah, maybe. For years worked on XNA, Unity, Unreal, and now Godot, and never done a vehicle game. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That'd be fun. I would love to do a little vehicle game. You build small games for portfolio. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely good to have just more experience with that kind of stuff under my belt, right? So I definitely want to. I don't know. I think like after Starground's kind of wrapped up, I'm probably just going to spend a lot of time prototyping and just come up with like a million ideas for games and just stupid little prototypes, you know? I don't know. I mean, that's probably what I should have done for Starground anyways, so. But yeah. I need to get rid of that caps lock thing. I think it's because I installed Logitech options, and so it keeps popping up with that. Yeah, I've been looking at different games to make sure I spread the ideas around. While doing them, I find one I like, yeah, to move as a main project. Yeah. I think that's the way to do it. Okay, that's just nothing. Is it in Logi Options Plus that's doing it? Because it's doing it somewhere. There we go. Okay. We're good now. All right. Artifacts, gas mask, description. All right. That's set up, and then we can actually go implement the logic. Oh, it's 6 o'clock already, isn't it? We have to head out in a minute. I think I have a check artifact script. Yeah, right in here. So, let's see. I need to add poison to the resistances of the player. So I guess I'll say if inventory.get count Starground gas mask is greater than 0. And then I'm gonna say if resistances has, right? If it doesn't have Starground affect poison, then say resistances dot push back Starground affect poison. Otherwise, if we're not wearing the gas mask, then we have to remove the effect or the resistance. Dot erase. Dot. I can do erase. You can't do erase? That's stupid. As is empty, push back, remove, reverse, find, set, size, slice, sort. Okay. Well, I'll just do find. Then do this. Find, I believe, returns the index. Yeah. Alright. So that should work. Pretty easy to implement the logic for that, honestly. Let's restart really quick and test it out. Oh, God. Oh, man. Okay. Give gas mask, mask, gas mask. Yeah, I don't like the sprite. I'm gonna try and change it. And then let's just shoot myself with poison. There we go. Poison doesn't hurt us. Now, I would love the gas mask, obviously, to actually appear on the player's face, because that would just be cool. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. I don't know. I want to get started on like doing hats and stuff and masks. So let's go ahead and go to the dungeon. I kind of just want to try it out, like battling on the 2nd level. Just go find the boss really quick. Oh yeah, and then also he can't harm me then with his poison. Yeah, I'm invulnerable. Kinda nice. It's honestly gonna be really powerful for the bottom level with how much poison there is. Like, we go down there. Also, we got ads starting in 1 minute. My apologies. Still can't see anything down here, though. I did need to work on that. Making it so that I can actually see, you know. Oh, the moon shrooms die from the poison. I guess it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I guess my poison gun here is useless, because he doesn't take poison damage. Yeah. I'm taking a lot of damage. Be careful. I need to make Spore more interesting. Get out of here, Mini-Tool Partition Wizard! Alright. I think for a gun with Sparkling Fig would help that level. Yeah. I have that written down in here. I think I said, like, yeah, flashlight part, whatever form that is, whether it's, you know, flare gun or some kind of light part. I think that would be kind of nice. And yeah, it could be a fun, just like, yeah, like a part for your ranged weapon, right? To be able to shoot flares. Could be kind of interesting. And that's maybe something that could just be bought at Basala. Seems weird to have to find that in the dungeons, so. But yeah, that would honestly be kind of nice, probably. Just so you can, like, shoot around lights so you can see. Yeah. And I'll probably give them pretty long cooldown. I don't know if they'd necessarily be infinite, but maybe like 5-10 minutes or something. We'll see. I mean, they'll have the dungeon tag, so they'll just disappear when the dungeon gets cleared, but yeah. Yeah. It'd probably help a lot. I mean, the darkness is a mechanic, right? Like, I don't want to get rid of the darkness and just make it useless. But I just want to make it not as annoying. I'll say thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. I think it's only annoying because there's no way to deal with it right now, right? Obviously I can press this F1 button, but that's cheating. I think it's just a matter of changing things so that you can counteract the darkness, right? So that there's a solution to the problem. And I think that would really help a lot, right? Because, like, I know your melee weapon has a flashlight and stuff, or the laser mining gun. I mean, honestly, maybe I just make the weapon that you're holding also have a flashlight? I don't know. I do not know yet. But, we'll figure it out. It's kind of nice being completely poison resistant. I don't have to worry about these stupid goobers in here now. Definitely makes them way easier to kill. Oh, man. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep grinding away at stuff. I'm gonna try and get a patch up for some of that multiplayer stuff, and hopefully that'll fix some issues with that. But I think we're gonna end off stream. I have plans today, and I'm tired, so I better get moving. But yeah, apologize for the short stream today. It's just because it's my brother's birthday and we have activity scheduled, and this is the only time we can do it. So, but yeah, at least we, you know, jumped into it a little bit and did a couple things. Yeah, let's go raid somebody. What about maybe Quellis? Oh my god, it's so loud, I'm sorry. I don't know why everything is not muted anymore on Twitch. Let's see, Quellis is streaming with multiple people. I mean, that's fine, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. There's a 12-hour stream. Luke Wolf Games. Yeah, there's been a bunch of raids. Why not? Alright. We're gonna go raid Luke Wolf Games. They're working on... I don't know. Looks like a game, perhaps? Is that their game? I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there, but we'll go see. Anyways, thank you everybody for coming to stream. I appreciate it. Sorry to end it off so early. I didn't, you know, I hate having to do a super short stream because then people complain about their streak and stuff ending, which I think is, again, really stupid that there's like a streak thing and you get punished for the streamer's fault. You know what I mean? But, oh well. Well, but yeah, thank you everybody for coming. Let me know. You know, if there's any more feedback on, like, weapon balancing stuff. I have already done a lot of that, and that patch will kind of fix a lot of the melee or ranged weapon funniness. But, you know, if there's anything else, let me know. Yeah, it's still a while. I mean, it's not like we're, you know, 30-minute stream. I guess it's okay. But yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and start this raid. But yeah, feel free to grab Starground. It's on sale right now for the spring sale. Join the Discord if you want. And yeah, we're just gonna keep working away on stuff. Soon we're gonna get started on April Fool's update. I don't really have much time to get started on that, so that's gonna be soon. But yeah, that'll be fun. We have some ideas of what we want to do for that, so stay tuned. You'll see. But yeah. Alright, bye gamers. Oh, I got cheese time. Let's go. Thank you for the cheese time, I appreciate it. Alright. I'll be live again tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. MDT. Sorry, I almost messed up, guys. Also, why is our cheese time not... No. Oh, this has been happening recently where, hold on, I'm messing everything up. Oh, it's just because I don't have the overlay open. Is that what's going on here? Oh, that is weird. Hold on. Ah, shoot. Well, I want to fix it, but... I'm gonna raid, though. Here, I'll go quick. If the raid gets cut off, then you know why. Okay, we're good now. Sorry about that. It's okay, I redeemed it again, so we're fine. Alright, I'm gonna start the raid. Bye, everybody! Bye-bye!